tell me, who and what is Fifth Melrose?
Fifth Melrose is made up of me and Josh. It's a menswear inspirational site inspired by kind of vintage clothing and the vintage styling. We've included the boutique with the inspirational aspect.
Excellent. So what is the meaning behind the name Fifth Melrose? Because I mean, there isn't really Fifth Melrose, is there?
Yeah, no, we get that question a lot. Like, oh, do you have a shop on Fifth Melrose? A, Fifth Melrose doesn't exist. And B, no, we don't have a shop. But back when we first started the website, and at the time I was moving between New York and LA just for work, like every few weeks. And every time I was in New York, I was on Fifth Avenue, going to all the flagship stores. When I'm in LA, you know, I'm straight to Melrose. I want to go to those boutiques and get those one-of-a-kind pieces. So I just put it together, created the brand, and went from there.
Well, that sounds good. So you're intercrossing cities and cultures and different things like that. So that's cool. When did you decide you wanted to open a boutique to accompany your website?
We originally wanted to just cover the costs of running the website, but we realized this would also improve the visitor experience to our website. So we just decided to get a bunch of pieces that we would find out about at yard sales and estate sales, thrift shops, wherever we would go, and provide that to our visitors to, you know, improve the Fifth and Melrose experience. A lot of people around the country can't get the types of things that we can get being in a large metropolis like Los Angeles. So we felt it would be a value-added service that we could provide, and it would cover the cost of running the website.
Okay, so you got smart on both ends. You got, you know, improving the customer experience or like your visitor's experience, as well as a benefit for yourself, bringing in revenue for your site, a site that, you know, doesn't necessarily bring in revenue unless you have advertising, but you also need a following, you know, to get the advertising, right? So, okay, you heard that, guys? What techniques do you use to promote your brand?
As of right now, we just focus on social media. We're trying to grow very organically. We find that when you build up a following organically, you get a more loyal following. You can target your message more effectively that way. So social media events, we canvas a lot, we shake a lot of hands, we meet a lot of people, and it's a really slow way of growing business, but it's a long-term growth strategy that we feel just works better for us.
Do you believe that the vintage and retro thing that's going on in fashion right now is like a fad, or like do you think it's something that will be around for a very, very long time?
I'm glad you asked that question. I do feel some type of way about that. I think right now it's kind of big for, you know, for reasons like people singing about it, but when that goes away, there's still going to be that loyal following that was doing it before it was a fad, you know, and we call it heritage styling because it really is, I mean, it's been around for hundreds of years and it's here now and it's going to stay around. And you can still dress kind of like, you know, every day going to work and incorporate that heritage styling because it's not a fad, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it will die down, but who was into it before will be into it when the whole fad dies down.
Okay, so you're in the right business then, right?
That's what works out, yeah.
You're in it for the long run. What advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs that would want to go into like the business that you're in?
Yeah, I think we both have some advice. I mean, my advice would be just, it started because it was a passion of mine, so it doesn't feel like work. So just, I would say don't jump into something because you think it is a fad or, you know, it's like, this is what's popular, let me do this now, because then it will feel like work, and then when it's not a fad, you're gonna have to find the next thing. Do what you love, and it won't feel like work.
Now we're gonna get into styling, the fun stuff, and kind of see what you have in your boutique, and you know what sort of inspiration you provide on your website.
Yep, sounds good.
After the job.
Talk a little bit about our looks today. We're both wearing vintage pieces, and we kind of incorporated it to make it a little more contemporary. Me personally, this is a vintage Letterman jacket, so I threw this on over just kind of like, you know, both of these pieces, I think the top and the bottom are H&M, so you know you can go and grab that at any H&M. And then I have the tassel loafers that I got from Goodwill, so you know that also incorporates kind of like, you know, the real vintage and worn look. Josh is wearing a vintage silk bomber jacket. As you can see, it's really kind of like Versace inspired from the 80s. And then he also has just some basic blue jeans on and some work boots that he grabbed from the thrift shop as well. So as you can see, they're both vintage inspired, but they also incorporate the pieces you can just run out and grab from your your local mall. So it makes it really easy.
Well, as you can see, Fifth and Melrose is an awesome resource for anyone who wants to get up on their vintage and retro looks and to pair them with contemporary looks. Until next time, you can visit Fifth and Melrose. Let us know where you are.
And everything, just look us up, Fifth and Melrose, and it's Instagram, Twitter, everything the same. So check us out, fifhandmelrose.com.
And you know where to find us, mypinkgrasshopper.com. And that's it. See you later.